Somewhere in Japan, a man wakes in a narrow cell. He has been here for years. And this morning, without warning, guards may tell him he has less than 2 hours left to live. No date, no countdown, no final goodbye planned in advance. In Japan, the condemned are not told when they will die until the very morning it happens. Japan is one of the safest, most orderly nations on earth. Clean streets, polite crowds, quiet trains. But beneath that calm sits one of the most secretive execution systems in the developed world. Japan still carries out the death penalty. It is one of only 2 major industrial democracies that does. And almost everything about how it works is hidden from the public. A prisoner sentenced to death can wait 5 years, 10 years, sometimes more than 30. They live alone, in isolation, in a small cell they rarely leave. Every single morning could be the last. When footsteps stop outside the door, the heart races. Is it breakfast? Is it a letter? Or is it the end? Executions are announced only hours before they happen. The prisoner is given almost no time to prepare, to call family, to write a final letter of peace. Families are not warned either. Many learn their loved one is gone only after the fact, sometimes by a phone call, sometimes by the news. The lawyers who fought for them often find out the same way. By the time anyone knows what happened, it is already over. For decades, the prisoners are kept in near total silence. Limited contact, limited movement. Some describe watching the same walls so long they forget the color of the outside sky. Experts have warned for years that this waiting itself is a kind of torture. Living each day as if it might be your last, for 10,000 mornings in a row. If these hidden corners of Japan unsettle and fascinate you, subscribe now. Every week, we uncover the stories this beautiful country keeps in the dark. The place where it happens is kept secret too. Execution chambers sit inside ordinary detention centers, behind doors most staff never open. Inside, there is a room with a trapdoor in the floor, and on the wall there are 3 buttons. 3 guards press them at the exact same moment. Only one button releases the floor. None of the guards ever knows which one did it. The system is built so no single person carries the weight alone. There is often a small side room, sometimes with a Buddhist statue or a quiet space, where the condemned is offered a last moment before the final walk. The method has barely changed in over a century. The same practice, quiet and precise, carried out far away from every camera and every outside witness. For years, the government refused to even show the rooms. Then, in 2010, journalists were allowed inside for the first time. What they saw was chillingly ordinary. Clean wooden floors, a calm waiting area, a viewing window for officials. Nothing dramatic, just a quiet, tidy room built for one single purpose. And here's the strangest part. The public overwhelmingly supports it. Surveys have shown around 80% of people in Japan back the death penalty. Most cases involve terrible crimes, mass killings, cases that shook the entire nation. And many citizens believe the secrecy protects everyone from a painful spectacle. But critics see something darker. Men have waited so long they aged into the elderly. Some developed severe mental illness while counting silent, endless days. One man was released after more than 4 decades on death row when a court finally ruled his conviction unsafe. For decades of every morning possibly being his last, he walked out an old man, having entered as a young one. He had waited longer under a death sentence than almost anyone alive on the planet. Cases like his raise a haunting question. How many others waited in that same silence, innocent, and never got to walk back out? Inside the walls, the routine goes on. A tray in the morning, footsteps in the hall, and the unbearable listening for the day the footsteps stop at your door. When that day finally comes, it moves fast. A notice, a final moment, a short walk. Within hours it is done, and the outside world has not been told. And then life outside simply goes on. Trains run on time. People bow and smile. And almost no one thinks about the quiet rooms hidden behind ordinary walls. This is the paradox of Japan, a place of extraordinary gentleness that keeps its harshest act completely, deliberately out of sight. Somewhere tonight, a man lies awake in a small cell, listening. Waiting for footsteps he prays will pass his door, knowing that one morning they will not. And that morning could be tomorrow, or it could be 10 years from now. He will not know until it arrives. No one ever does.